Despite Scootaloo's worries, the three crusaders were not interrupted as they spent the late afternoon in the woods. She even managed to relax as the three fillies put aside thoughts of school and family and cutie marks and just played, like the foals they were. Eventually, their rumbling stomachs reminded them that there was a good reason to head home. "So how's your mom's cooking?" Applebloom asked as they neared Scootaloo's home. Nothing special. Dad's a picky eater, so we eat some variant of the same 5 or 6 dishes all the time," Scootaloo said. "You know, vegetable stir-fry, baked hay, pasta with marinara sauce, those kinds of things. And dessert is normally cake." "That's not too bad." The fillies were lifted a foot into the air, a ball of limbs flailing wildly. It took them a moment to figure out what had happened. They had been ensnared in a net. Out of the grasses jumped an earth pony colt, tanned with a bright red mane, mostly covered by a beige hat. "Crikey! It's the rare three-headed hissing hydra," he said with an affected accent. "Dasher!" Scootaloo shouted. "Get us down from here!" "Rookie, check out this bugger! Ain't it a fearsome one?" A pale blue unicorn colt of around Dasher's age stepped out of the grasses, admiring the hydra. "You got it, Hunter," he replied, his accent a lot less believable. "Lighthoof, stop encouraging my brother," Scootaloo demanded. "Ow! Be careful where you put that hoof," Sweetie Belle complained. "Where did your brother find a net like this?" Applebloom asked. "I told you he's trouble." "Listen to it hiss, Rookie," Dasher said. "It's a mite upset, this one." "It sure is ornery," Lighthoof agreed. The ball of ponies swayed. The branch above creaked ominously. "I think I can get us down," Applebloom said. "I just need to buck the tree." "You're bucking my head," Scootaloo moaned. "I almost got my leg out." Before Applebloom could kick, the branch above snapped, dumping the three fillies into the dirt below, where they moaned in chorus. "Look out, Rookie! It's getting free," Dasher said. "I'm on it, Hunter," Lighthoof replied, taking a rope in his mouth. As she struggled to free herself from the net, Scootaloo got a look at what her brother's friend was doing. "Lighthoof, so help me, if you try that, I'm telling your sister you like ballet." Suddenly, the game was no longer fun for Lighthoof. He stood there, paralyzed by fear. That gave the Cutie Mark Crusaders time to throw off the net. Applebloom was the first to get to her hooves. She rushed forward, swiping the rope from Lighthoof. "Rookie, look it in the eye! Don't let it sense fear!" Dasher ordered. "I think it's time to put those lessons my sister gave me to use," Applebloom said. She tied the rope into a lasso and swung it over her head. "It's getting ready to strike," Dasher said. Applebloom smiled as she released the lasso. It wasn't a very good throw. It certainly wouldn't have caught one of the Apple's pigs. Fortunately, this colt was nowhere near as slippery as a pig. The lasso snagged Dasher's forelegs. "Rookie, it's got me in its tail! Help me!" Dasher said. Applebloom just ignored him as she tied the rope to a tree trunk. "I don't know, Dasher. How about next time I'm the hunter and you're the rookie?" Dasher groaned. Scootaloo grinned. The rookie never got out of the books without something bad happening to him. "Come on, girls, it's time for dinner," Scootaloo said. Following a dinner of stir-fried vegetables, a dinner at which all of Scootaloo's brothers were surprisingly well behaved, it was time for her friends to go home. "Mom, I'm going to take Sweetie Belle and Applebloom home," Scootaloo called. "And after the sun sets, you walk your scooter home, young filly," Quick Stitch cautioned. "Mom, I'm not a baby," Scootaloo responded. "Come on," she said to her friends. Once outside, the three fillies donned their helmets. "I don't get it," Sweetie Belle said. "How come you didn't want us to come over here?" "I thought you'd never want to see me again if you met my family," Scootaloo admitted. "What? That's crazy," Applebloom said. "Last time I brought a friend over, she got a mud pie to the face courtesy of Dasher, and I never saw Emerald Star again." "Emerald Star? Didn't she move away because her parents took jobs in Canterlot?" Sweetie Belle wondered. "I think so," Applebloom said. "Don't you worry, Scootaloo. Today was kind of fun." "I think you have a nice family," Sweetie Belle said. "Fun? Nice?" Scootaloo said, amazed. "But your families have famous ponies who are members of the Elements of Harmony. I have boring parents and insufferable little brothers." Applebloom and Sweetie Belle looked at each other. "I was once worried about inviting friends over," Applebloom admitted. "Me too," Sweetie Belle said. "You? Why?" Scootaloo asked. "You know, our farm has that smell you just can't avoid, especially in summer," Applebloom said. "When I was younger, and Rarity still lives at home, she was always such a drama queen," Sweetie Belle said. "Still is," Applebloom said. "I was embarrassed about how Big Mac always wore that yoke around the house." I was afraid other ponies would think it weird how my mom always wore pants, Sweetie Belle added. None of that would stop me from being your friends, Scootaloo said. Same here, Apple Bloom said. Besides, you have something that neither of us will ever have, Sweetie Belle said. What is it? You're a big sister, Sweetie Belle said. Sometimes I get tired of being the baby of the family, Apple Bloom admitted. Sweetie Belle nodded in agreement. Maybe we can help you out one day, Sweetie Belle said. Maybe show Striker that the Cutie Mark Crusaders can't be defeated. Scootaloo smiled. Yeah, we can all be like big sisters. She raised her hoof, and her friends joined her. Cutie Mark Crusaders, big sisters! Yay! They all shouted. Scootaloo smiled as she kicked off, setting her scooter in motion. Her fears had been foolish, but she was glad her friends had accepted her family. That was one secret she didn't have to worry about. Scootaloo's other secrets? Well, that's a story for another day. And with that, I have finished that story. It was a pretty long one. Relatively long. Not really extremely long. That was about 5,000 words. Not gonna lie, that was pretty slow for a 5,000 word one. Not really that bad, because there have been longer ones. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that fic as much as I did. I could not stop cracking up with the accent there. Oh, and you guys all know which one I'm referring to. Not Apple Bloom's. I got used to that one. The Australian accent was... I can't do an Australian accent. It took me like 20 takes to get that right. Jeez, okay. Yeah. So I'll see you guys later today, tomorrow, whenever the next one gets up. Bye. I realized I shouldn't have said grab whatever you're gonna be grabbing. Standard disclaimer, this is not for profit fan work. My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic is copyright Hasbro Incorporated. I make no claim to any copyrighted material mentioned herein. Yeah, this is a fanfiction website. You don't need to put that there. You really don't. I'm sorry, you just don't. We already know we ain't Cutie Mark Crusader botanists. Crusader. Did I say Crusader? Her devastating puppy dog stare had convinced Bright Skies to loan them the hang gliders, but if they didn't want to be devastated in return by their expression of by her, no can do. We do not want to earn our rarity to gay. Ugh. They're brilliant sniles. Yeah, you're not gonna chicken out, are ya? That was not even remotely... Ugh. With little data going on. To go on. Not going on. The data isn't going on. I think she's an orphan. Sweetie Belle. That's Apple Bloom. After building up the mystery in their minds, the two fillies were stunned by the total ordinarious. Ordinarious? That was the worst. Yet best. That was the worst, yet the best ever. Ugh. Ordinarious. Oh, I'm sorry for the mic pain. Ordinarious. Okay, I can't sit here laughing for an hour. It's already past midnight. Sweetie Belle was examining the mementos on one shelf with her ears... Not with her ears twitched. Sweetie Belle was examining the mementos on one shelf with her... I made that mistake again. Sweetie Belle was examining the mementos on her shelf. Oh my gosh, this is even worse. Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle turned, following the direction of Scootaloo. The direction of Scootaloo? Also noise. Each could see the other's assailant? I don't know what that word is. Good thing I have Google Translate open right next to this window. Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle turned, following. You can't go wrong with chocolate chip cookies. That was really bad. Chocolate chip cookies. Chocolate chip cookies. Choppa. You can't go wrong with helicopter chip cookies. That's basically what I said. Choppa. Again, her friends found themselves in a normally perfect setting. In a normally perfect... Perfectly normal. Not normally perfect. It's normally perfect, but not always. No, perfectly normal. I have battle clouds and Pegasus Chase and Bountyfield Fields. Bountyfield. Dang it! Applebloom shook her head. Shooked. Evil! The other fillies responded incredulously. Okay. The book series about the real-life adventures of a fearless, or foolhardy, adventurer who is approached to the hydras and other monsters of the uncharted swamp barns, and desort. No, I can't handle it. It's too funny. I need to get a grip on myself. I haven't even started reading the part yet. No, it's too funny. I shouldn't have read it ahead of time. But I do that. Sadly, sometimes. And when I don't, I fall apart. And when I do, I fall apart. It's stupid, but I can't figure it out. Rookie, check out this bugger! Ain't it a fearsome one? I'm not doing it right. I did it so much better in my head. She struggled. She rushed forward, swiping the rope from Lightfoot. Applebloom just ignored him as she tied the rope to a trunk tree. Cutie Mark Biggest Losers! Yay! The new season premieres this Saturday. No, wait. Biggest Loser premieres on Friday. Sorry, it's a show that... I don't know if all of you have heard of it, but my parents really love it for some reason. Ugh.